Hello children, I expect you all are fine and even I expect you all are doing some exercise because meditation and breathing exercise develop a healthy lifestyle. We hope you and your family are safe and dealing with the current global pandemic in the best possible manner. Children, in last year, we all are having all subject 40 marks. This year, in 7th standard, all subject carry 50 marks. Children, myself is Namita Sahu. This year also I am going to teach you science subject. So, today we are going to take one revision chapter. Children, today we will be learning General Science 6th chapter, the substances in daily use. So children, there are so many substances which one we are using in our daily life. So today in this chapter we will see the substances and objects. About that we will do the classification. After that we will learn natural substances and man-made substances and their example. Next one, examples of man-made substances and classification. All these things we will complete in today's lesson. Here we will learn biotic substances and abiotic substances, plant originated by that substances and animal originated substances. So children, now we will start that here what the object you all are seeing. So children, the object see in the picture are chair, table and cupboard. We can identify these objects with the help of their shape and properties. They are made of either wood, plastic, iron or fiber. These all three objects can be made from wood, plastic and matter, fiber. So, material means we can make wooden chair, wooden table and wooden cupboard also. With the help of iron, we can make iron chair, iron table and iron cupboard. In the same way, with the help of plastic also, we can make plastic chair, plastic table and plastic cupboard. So children, all these substances, some are man-made and some are natural. So, substances and objects. All substances are made up of very small particles. Objects are made up of substances. Objects have a specific shape. Their parts have a specific arrangement by which we identify them. We use wood, plastic or steel to make a table, chair or cupboard. These substances have the strength required to make these articles. Also, these substances can be given a desired shape. It means that we consider the properties of substances to use them for making things. The same substance or material can be used to make many objects. Let us study some such example. For example, from cotton cloth, fiber or thread, a sari, a handkerchief, a quilt, mattresses, a pillow, etc. we can get. So, children, all this material we are getting from cotton. Now, from iron. From iron, whatever the work for construction is there, steel bars, a griddle that is tawa, parts of automobiles, and electric pole, tables, cupboard, etc. From aluminium we are getting using for kitchen utensils, electrical cables, etc. So children, by studying the properties of substances, we can select substances suitable for our purpose. There are natural and man-made. Two types of substances are there. So, in that classification of substances, the substances in everyday use are of two main kinds, and that one is natural and man-made substances. So, children, I hope you all are getting the points. Make a list of various objects in your house and note down the substances they are made of. Here, in this picture, some objects are given. Example, picture, wardrobe, bed, clock, bookcase, plant, television, table, sofa and cushion. In these substances, picture, wardrobe, bed, bookcase, table are made up of wood. Cushion and sofa made from cotton. Television is an electric equipment. And plant is natural things. It can be obtained from nature. So children, in our textbook, page number 42, one topic is given, that is classify. What we are going to classify? Classify the following substances according to their uses. Sand, soap, wool, window, glass, bamboo, cotton, bricks, silk, leafy vegetables, cement, fruits, water and sugar. Material for construction. We are using sand, window glass, bamboo, bricks, cement and water for construction work. Materials used as food. Leafy vegetables, fruits, water and sugar we are using as a food substance. Materials used for making clothes. Wool, silk and cotton are used for clothes. Material used for cleanliness is soap. For cleaning purpose, we are using soap and water, both. So children, here some substances are given. For example, all these substances we are going to categorize, that is leather, jute, wool, cotton are the substances that is obtained from nature, and from, you can say, leather, jute, wool and cotton we are getting from different substances. What is the difference between these two groups of material? That is soil and metals, and in that some are we are getting from nature and some are made from non-living things, that is leather, wool, jute, cotton. Here separate forms are given. For example, leather and wool we are getting from animal origin. Jute and cotton we are getting from plant origin. So children, substances available in nature are called natural substances, and substances obtained from living things are called biotic substances. Air, soil, water are the substances that are not obtained from living things. Therefore, they are called abiotic substances. How are leather and wool different from jute and cotton? So children, as I answered you, that is, leather and wool are obtained from animals. That's why it is called animal origin. Whereas jute and cotton are the substance obtained from plants. That's why they are the substances obtained from plants' origin. Now, we are going to consider example number 3rd. Question number 3rd. Here, question is there: do we find plastic, nylon, brass or cement in nature? So, our answer will be no. These substances are man-made. So, we cannot find this substance in nature. Now, our next topic is man-made substances. New substances produced by processing naturally available substances are called man-made substances. Several man-made substances are in use. They are easier to use and are available plentiful at low cost. They satisfy the needs of man and make his life more comfortable. So children, here let us see some example of man-made substances. Earlier, earless or caps made of grass, sackcloth are used for protection from rain. Then cloth, umbrella are came into use. Nowadays, raincoat, school bag, book cover, all is made from plastic. Now, as we are seeing, there are two types of substances are there. Delicate articles, perishable fruits, etc. require packing to pack TV sets, refrigerators, etc. Big cartoons and thermocol are being used. All these are man-made substances. These substances are waterproof or water resistant, lightweight and easy for transportation. That is why they are being used increasingly. So, children, here one table is going to be seen. Here in this table, complete this table showing how substances of daily use are classified. Then in that we all are seeing substances in daily use is classified into two parts, natural and man-made. Again, natural substance is going to be divided into two parts. First one is abiotic factor and second one is biotic factor. Again, biotic factor is divided into two parts. First one is plant origin, second one is animal origin. Again, plant origin, from plant we are getting cotton, from animal we are getting leather, and man-made substance, from that we are getting artificial substances. So children, I hope you will draw this diagram in your notebook also and write down how it is shown in this diagram and in different colorful pencil or some colorful material used for decorating the table. So children, here example of man-made substances. Then whatever the substance we are using for construction of building or our house. In that natural substances we are getting bamboo, stone, soil, wood, coconut, fronds and lime. Man-made substance which one we are using for construction is brick, cement, concrete, galvanized sheets, clay, tiles, plastic, asbestos sheets. So children, our next one for writing material. Which things we are getting from natural substance, that is tree bark, leaves, bhujpatra, pens made from reeds. Next one dhulpatra, stone slates, stone walls in caves, soil and colors made from plants. Substance which one using for writing material by man-made. Pens, pencils made from plastic and metal, paper, notebook, etc. Next one threads, fibers and yarn which one we are getting from natural substance is cotton, silk and wool. Threads, fibers and yarn which one we are getting from man-made substance is nylon and rayon. With the help of all this area of use means where we are using natural substance and man-made substance. It is given in this table. Now next one, suppose glass can be made from sand and calcium carbonate. However, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained again from glass. Isn't it children? Then what we can call this all? However, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained from again. You must have observed green chilies or tomatoes turning red after some time. Have you ever seen or heard of red tomatoes becoming green again? While making man-made substances, the properties of the constituents undergo a change. So children, while making man-made substances, then this change occurs due to certain chemical reactions. These changes in the properties are permanent. Then it's a permanent change. Therefore, the original constituent substances cannot be obtained again from the new substances. Such substances are called irreversible changes. The substances which once it changes in one form to the other form, again that one will not be comes into its original form, and that form is called as a irreversible changes. For example, we can see green chilies or tomatoes turning red after some time, but these red chilies or tomatoes cannot become green again. This one is the example of irreversible changes. In our daily routine or daily life, we all are seeing many other examples also, where we are seeing irreversible changes. So children, thank you.